Okay, so today we're going to experiment with like the reverse foot setup, and I'm going to open up my last file that I did with the IK leg to show this off, and I'll work from that file. Okay, so I'm going to get my user interface set up how I like. And now the idea of the reverse foot setup is so that we can peel the heel off the ground without affecting the toes, and wiggle the toes around without affecting the heel, and twist at the toes and have the heel follow appropriately, or twist at the heel and have the toes follow properly, or lean the foot from side to side, or just basically make the foot do about whatever we need it to do. So to do that, all we really need to do is create the right set of groups and put them in a hierarchy so that we can control these different IK handles which I created for the ankle, ball. So we go ahead and show these for the ankle, the ball, and the toe. Okay, so I'm going to start out by pressing Control G with nothing selected, and I've got a null group. And I'm going to group that. Well, actually, I'm not going to even group it yet. I'm going to grab all three of these IK handles and drop them under there. Okay. Now, if I select my null 1 and I rotate it, let's see what kind of reaction I get. Looks like all of my joints are twisting with that group and following. So that's a good heel twist. Right? So maybe we should just leave that be, and we'll relabel it heel twist. Okay. Now I'm going to create another group and drop it under the heel twist group, and I'm going to see if I can't get the toe twist to work. Okay, so all I should do is if I go to the translate tool and I snap that, there's nothing to see, but it's just an empty transform, and nothing belongs to it yet. So I'm going to snap it to this toe joint. Okay, and I'm going to grab all my IK handles and parent it to the null 1, the new null 1, and see if this works. So I've got null 1 selected, and if I twist it, then I've got a toe twist. My character can now put out a cigarette if it needs to. Yes. Now, okay, so I've got a heel twist. Good. Undo to get that back to its unrotated self, and I'll rename this. Or toe twist, I meant to say. Toe twist. Group. Okay. Now I also need to have a toe bend, right? I need to be able to bend the toes. But I need to be able to bend them at the ball. That's where they need to rotate around. Okay, so deselect everything, Control G. Going to go ahead and parent that to the toe twist. Go to my translate tool, snap it to the ball this time, the ball joint. And I'm going to grab the IK handle, the toe IK handle, because it's the only one that needs to follow the ball, right? At this point, so that I can rotate the toes individually. So if I grab that and drop it under null 1, and I grab null 1 and rotate it, now I can raise and lower the toes from the ball location. Okay, so that's good. We'll keep it. So this is the toe raise. Lower underscore group. Okay. Now I need to be able to roll the heel right at the ball from the ball location without affecting the toes. Okay. So I need to create another null group. Control G. And then you need to rotate from the ball location. So I hold down V, snap it to the ball. I'm going to drop it under this same hierarchy. And the ball and the ankle IK handles both need to be under this group because they both need to be able to pivot from this location so we can raise the heel of our character off the ground. So I select both of those and drop them under the new null 1, grab null 1, and I can raise the heel off the ground now without affecting the toes. That's the important part, is I'm not affecting the toes. Okay, we're on a roll. We rename that. Call this the heel raise underscore group. Okay. And so now I've got quite a bit of functionality, right? Now let's see if everything else still behaves just like we think it should. Okay, my heel I can still twist at my heel. Okay, so everything seems to be working correctly so far, but what we haven't done is we can't lean the foot yet. So let's work on leaning the foot. So I'm going to deselect everything, press Control G, move to my translate tool, and you want to pick a point on the outside of the foot that's next to the ball of the foot. And so like if here's the ball right here, let's say that this grid intersection is the outside of my character's foot. They're mesh. So typically what I do when I'm creating this is I will snap it to a vertice on the mesh of my character. And I'm going to use grid points instead. So I'll hold down V. Actually, I need to hold down X so I can snap it to the grid instead of to rotation axes or a vertex. And I've got it here. Okay, so there's the outside edge of my character's foot. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rename this because we're going to make this one work. Say outside foot underscore group. Okay. Now, where should I put this group? Well, if I put it, basically everything, all the IK handles need to come with this group, right? When the foot rocks, all the IK handles should rock with it. Does that make sense? So whatever I do, at the very least, the toe raise lower group and the heel raise or lower, let me rename that one real quick, raise lower